On the news tonight, Senate received amended Finance Bill 2022. Plus, NAFDAC dismisses reports on ban on the importation of Indomie. Hello, good evening, and welcome to the news at 7. I am Oluwabukola Akonde. Now the news in details. President Muhammadu Buhari has written to Senate seeking the consideration of the amended 2022 Finance Bill for the 2023 fiscal year. National Assembly correspondent Ignatius Nkwo reports that the president also sought Senate's confirmation of the reappointment of Abike Dabri Erewa as chairman and chief executive officer of the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission. Details of this report will be brought to you in subsequent bulletin. Director General of the National Agency of Food, Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, Professor Mojisola Adeyeye, says the agency has not banned the importation of Indomie into the country. The NAFDAC boss told our correspondent, Aman Jabani, in an exclusive interview.
With the news making the rounds in some dailies, NTA News sought to find out the true picture of things concerning the ban on the importation of Indomie, where the Director General of NAFDAC recalled that years back, Nigeria had prohibited the importation of Indomie noodles to allow the growth of indigenous industries.
NAFDAC did not ban Indomie. Nigeria government put an importation ban on Indomie many years ago to encourage local manufacturers. And local manufacturers have been registered to produce Indomie. So we have safe Indomie in the country. It has nothing to do with the Taiwan and Indonesia and Malaysia Indomie. I hope that is understood. Please let that be disseminated, that there was no ban or there is no ban on Indomie at all by NAFDAC. The importation prohibition list has been there for many years.
On the killer cough syrup, Nta Ch10, that has reportedly killed some children in Cameroon, the NAFDAC boss said,
the killer cough syrup is not in Nigeria. We have looked through our markets. It's not in Nigeria, and people do not need to worry about that because our post-marketing surveillance is heightened. Our borders and ports are also heightened.
The agency, she said, will continue to do everything within its powers to safeguard lives and fight against fake and counterfeit products in the country. Hamdan Jabani, NTA News.
The House of Representatives has resolved to engage the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, National Emergency Management Agency, and the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission over difficulties in the ongoing evacuation of Nigerians in Sudan. The House observed that some of the difficulties are the result of disagreements arising from overlapping of mandates as well as absence of operational guidelines for such circumstances. House Speaker Femi Gbajabiamila noted that the priority now is to ensure the welfare and well-being of Nigerian citizens caught up in the Sudanese war.
We must further revisit the statutory and other frameworks that have left us seemingly unprepared to respond promptly and effectively. The conflict in the Republic of Sudan reminds us once more of the fragility of nations. In pursuing our policies, we must never lose sight of the everybody loses and overriding interests of ensuring the Nigeria.
Against the frequent but unsubstantiated accusations of partiality in judgments delivered in the Nigerian Court of Law, the National Judicial Institute (NJI) is training judges of lower courts on the fundamentals of impartial, knowledge-based adjudication. Olabode Arewa reports that the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Olukayode Ariwola, used the occasion to reiterate National Judicial Council's zero tolerance in corruption in the judiciary.
Key watchers of recent happenings in the society have noticed the increasing influence that the judiciary has played in ensuring the stability of the polity, and as such, members of the public normally expect the courts to sustain their hope of obtaining justice. In line with this thinking, this capacity building workshop is underway in Abuja to scale up the knowledge base of judges at the lower courts so as to avoid corruption and other sharp practices.
The difference between one fellow and the other is knowledge. We are here to learn. As we come here and we are taught and we are impacted, of course we go back and then we apply same.
The program is very rich, touching every aspect of legal practice. Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Olukayode Ariwola, told the judicial officers that public expectations were high for the sector to deliver substantial justice to all classes of people.
You all must not be boastful and pompous on account of your post or in the execution of your judgment. In this regard, I enjoin participants at this refresher course to abstain from what could tarnish your good image or tamper with your reputation.
The training program would explore the intricacies of judgment writing, conducting judicial research, and emotional intelligence for judicial officers. In Abuja, Olabode Arewa, NTA News.
We're going on a break now. After the short timeout, the news continues. Stay tuned.
The children on Family Talk with Lamide. Join us on Family Talk with Lamide as motivational TV personality. Lamide Adenuga delivers leadership and human capacity development content to our future leaders within and outside Nigeria. We also tackle social ills like bullying, drug abuse, peer pressure, depression, internet fraud, and many more. Family Talk with Lamide, it's all about us. Now showing on
How Market. My country people, How Market. How Market now on our Monday program to showcase to una different markets wey boku for markets all over Lagos, whether na clothes, home appliances, electronics, provisions, foodstuff, and any type of goods wey you dey find. Name am. How Market na the show for una. You go fit know where dem dey sell am and how much dem dey sell am. And if you be market seller and you dey find program to showcase your products, goods and services, na How Market be the show for you o. Join us every Wednesday by 7:30 p.m. on your Ogbonge Station for Excellence, NTA Lagos Channel 10. For more inquiries, make una call we dey ready for. Use your time well. No waka waka. The NTA Lagos Channel 10 hereby advise the general public to make their suggestions, observations, and complaints on our transmission and programs to the following numbers: 006-286-9036 or 0810-910-6416, or email us at ntalagoschannel10gm@gmail.com or lagoszone@nbc.gov.com.
NTA 10, Station for Excellence.
Welcome back and thanks. If you are just joining us, this is NTA Lagos Channel 10 News at 7. Following the implementation of ECOWAS Stabilization Fund in the northeast and northwest of Nigeria and delivery of assistance of affected persons of the 2020 flooding member states, the project has come to a close. Ruth Aguele reports that a meeting was organized by the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs disaster management, and social development with its development partners to access the level of assistance.
An unwanted visitor that ravaged hundreds of communities. The 2020 flooding would be remembered by many across the country who counted their losses, leaving a toll of socio-economic impact for communities and also created a burden of humanitarian intervention for the federal government. To support the Nigerian government in providing succor to the affected population, the ECOWAS stepped in for collaborative response action with the provision and implementation of the ECOWAS Stabilization Fund for communities in the northeast and northwest parts of the country. Having reviewed the impact of its interventions, the project is today being closed.
The 15 heads of state decided we have to accompany Nigeria, and they accompanied Nigeria not by words but by action, and they committed $1 million United States dollars to Nigeria to help provide humanitarian assistance.
For us in WFP, we welcome this projected and committed additional funding to pursue a strong partnership with the government of Nigeria.
For some of the beneficiaries, like Umar Usman from Katsina State, a father of 17 children, he says the funds he received came in handy and changed his life.
I received the sum of 27,800, which I used to start a goat business. The money comes after six months in the period of 3 years.
It was very timely, the support given to the people, but most importantly, the methodology of its implementation gave us two important lessons. One is the whole of community approach and whole of government approach.
Stakeholders are of the opinion that the project has no doubt enhanced resilience among communities, although with high expectations for more support to mitigate the effect of future humanitarian crises. In Abuja, Ruth Aguwele, NTA News.
Up next is sport updates with Gift George.
Head coach of Nigeria's Golden Eaglets, Nta Ch10, says the team is fully focused on getting victory against Morocco in their second match at the ongoing Under-17 Africa Cup of Nations in Algeria. The Nigerian side, which started on a winning note in its first match against Zambia on Sunday, will now take on Morocco on Wednesday. Nta Ch10 says winning the first match gives the team confidence going into the second match against Morocco, which will decide the first team to qualify for the quarterfinals from the group. In tennis, Nigeria's sole representative at the International Tennis Federation and Confederation of Africa Under-14 tournament in the Osaji returned to the country early hours of Tuesday after winning laurels for the country in Angola. 14-year-old Ndidi got 3 medals, 2 gold medals in the girls' doubles with her partner from Zimbabwe, and 1 silver medal in the singles event. Ndidi was ranked 29 in Africa going into the junior circuit and will be hoping to climb up the ladder after the next junior test rankings is released. In table tennis, Nigeria dominated the ITTF Africa Regional Championship, which ended in Ghana. The 4-day tournament had teams from the Republic, Togo, Burkina Faso, Cote d'Ivoire, Liberia, Sierra Leone, Nigeria, and host Ghana. Fatima Bello of Nigeria set a new record after claiming her first women's singles title. While in the men's category, Amadi Ume defeated former champion Oba Kizito of Cote d'Ivoire in the final by 4-0. Nigeria also won it in the men and women's team events. In boxing, amateur boxers in different weight categories were on duty again after 2 months break. It was the 126th edition of the Lagos Boxing Show, held at the Molade Okoye Thomas Indo Sports Hall of the Teslim Balogun Stadium, Lagos. Some experts at the event spoke on the need to give Nigerian coaches more international exposure.
We are planning it in the federation now. I want to make a seminar for the all Nigerian coaches.
With sports update, Gift George, NTA News.
Now on entertainment news, let's join Ayawu Sylvia on entertainment.
Bagged honorary doctorate degree from Polish University, USA. The popular Nigerian actress took to her Instagram platform to express appreciation for the support and congratulatory messages from her fans. Isima attributed her success to her late mother, who passed away 27 years ago, and she referred to her as her guardian angel. She wrote, dedicating this win to my mommy, who on the 28th of April had marked 27 years since she left us. I miss you every day, mommy. Keep watching over me. My guardian angel, I love you. Sharing the news, she wrote, I was conferred a honorary doctorate degree in art and philosophy by Polish University, USA, in conjunction with Lead Time Africa magazine. I was also awarded the Lead Time Africa Leadership Prize for quality service, delivery, and professionalism. I'm beyond honored and grateful for this great consideration. Congratulations to my fellow 2023 doctorate awardees. I pray that God gives us the strength and wisdom to continually excel and be good examples in our respective fields and careers to more recognition. Moving on, Burna Boy Thames dazzle at 2023 Met Gala. The Afrobeat stars Burna Boy and Thames made their debut at the fashion event Met Gala and stormed the red carpet held at the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York City. Burna Boy graced the event donning a matching black and blue slightly checkered outfit and a generous cape-like extension of the same material flowing behind him. While Thames made a fashion statement with a custom rubber-wound dress, a black corset-like top, a flowing regal white finishing at the bottom, and elbow-length gloves. Nollywood actress Kemi Afolabi fans have showered her with prayers after she revealed what makes her sick in a day. Kemi Afolabi on her Instagram page lamented the stress she went through after attending 2 events of her colleagues at Iyabo Ojo and her children's store launching and the Adeniyi Johnson twin ceremony. Kemi Afolabi asked the fans how they were able to cope with attending 2 events on the same day, stating she's sick from not resting in between. She, however, congratulated Iyabo Ojo, Adeniyi Johnson, and Seyi Edun for their celebrations. She wrote, 2 events in one day, abeg how una dey run am, walai mo ti sick. Congratulations to my baby girl for life at Iyabo Ojo First Praise on the opening of another outlet for you and the children. Your store is super huge and sexy. More wins, darling. And that's it on entertainment news. I am Anya Sylvia.
And that ends the news. Once again, thanks for joining us on Inter Lagos Channel 10 News. I am Oluwabukola Akonde. Up next is a translation of the news with Benga Oluyede. Stay tuned.
Ẹ kú àṣálẹ́, ẹ sì kú dédé àsìkò yìí. Àkójọpọ̀ ìròyìn ló ń dé sí etí ìgbọ̀yìn láti iléeṣẹ́ amóhùnmáwòrán ìjọba àpapọ̀ tó wà ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó. Gbẹ̀ngàn Olóyèdè ni oníròyìn. Ìròyìn rèé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́. Ààrẹ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí Muhammadu Buhari ti kọ̀wé sí àwọn ènìyàn ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin àpapọ̀ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà béèrè fún lábẹ́ èrò wọn láti ṣe àtúnṣe ìlànà ìwé ìṣúná ti ọdún 2022 sínú owó ìnáwó ọdún 2023. Akọ̀ròyìn wa tó mú ìròyìn wá sọ wípé bákan náà ni ààrẹ Muhammadu Buhari ń wá ìfọwọ́sí tàwọn ènìyàn ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin àpapọ̀ fún yíyàn padà alága àti ọ̀gá àgbà olùdarí àjọ tó mójútó ètò tàwọn ọmọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà lẹ́yìn odi abilékọ Àbíkẹ́ Dábírí Èrèwà. Ọ̀gá àgbà olùdarí àjọ tó mójútó ìpèsè oúnjẹ àti ìṣègbàkóso ìpèsè oògùn ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Mojísọ́lá Adéyẹyè sọ wípé àjọ àwọn kò tí ì gbẹ́sẹ̀ lé àgbéwọlé àwọn oúnjẹ núdúlù tí àwọn olóyìnbó ń pè ní Indomie noodles wọlé sí orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. Ọ̀gá àgbà àjọ ọ̀hún ló bá ikọ̀ akọ̀ròyìn wa Haman Jabani ní gbólóhùn ọ̀rọ̀ ní àsìkò tí wọ́n ń fọ̀rọ̀ wá lẹ́nu wò lórí ìgbésẹ̀ ọ̀hún. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni látàrí awuyewuye tó gba ìgboro kan wípé àwọn àjọ NAFDAC ti gbẹ́sẹ̀ lé àgbéwọlé oúnjẹ Indomie noodles ló mú iléeṣẹ́ amóhùnmáwòrán ìjọba àpapọ̀ ṣàbẹ̀wò sí àwọn ẹ̀ka iléeṣẹ́ ńláńlá àti iléeṣẹ́ kéréje tó ń ṣe ìpèsè oúnjẹ Indomie káàkiri orílẹ̀-èdè yìí tí wọ́n sì lọ ya àwòrán àwọn ẹ̀ka iléeṣẹ́ ọ̀hún àti àwọn onírúurú àwọn ìpèsè oúnjẹ ti Indomie tí wọ́n ti sọ níbi tí ọ̀gá àgbà àjọ ọ̀hún ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Mojísọ́lá Adéyẹyè ti tẹnumọ́ wípé ààyè àwọn kò lọ́wọ́ nínú ìgbésẹ̀ gbígbé ẹsẹ̀ lé ìpèsè àgbéwọlé oúnjẹ Indomie, sọ wípé oúnjẹ Indomie ló jẹ́ ọ̀kan pàtàkì tí orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà gba àgbàwọlé rẹ̀ láti túbọ̀ fòpin kún ètò ọrọ̀ ajé orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. Ní ìgbà tó ń sọ méní méjì nípa ìpèsè oògùn tí wọ́n pè ní killer syrup, sọ wípé kò sí irúbí oògùn bẹ́ẹ̀ ní àwùjọ orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà, fọwọ́sọ̀yà fún àwọn ènìyàn orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà láti fọkànbalẹ̀ wípé àjọ àwọn ń tẹ̀síwájú iṣẹ́ takuntakun gẹ́gẹ́ bí ojúṣe ààyè wọn láti dáàbò bo ẹ̀mí àwọn ènìyàn ìlú nípa àwọn ìpèsè oúnjẹ àti oògùn ní orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. Àwọn ènìyàn ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣojúṣòfin àpapọ̀ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí ti fìwé pe àwọn ẹ̀ka kọ̀ọ̀kan tí ipa kíkó wọn ṣe pàtàkì láti kó àwọn ènìyàn orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà kúrò ní orílẹ̀-èdè Sudan. Àwọn ẹ̀ka gbòógì mẹ́ta ọ̀hún tí àwọn ènìyàn ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣòfin àpapọ̀ yanjú ìkópa wọn ló bẹ̀rẹ̀ látòrí àjọ tó mójútó ètò ilẹ̀ òkèrè àti àjọ tó mójútó ètò ìpín pàjáwìrì àpapọ̀ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí pẹ̀lú àjọ tó mójútó ètò tàwọn ènìyàn orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ní ẹ̀yìn òdì lọ́hùn-ún ni wọ́n ké sí láti kó àwọn ènìyàn orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà tí wọ́n kojú ìṣòro ní orílẹ̀-èdè Sudan jáde. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àwọn ènìyàn ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣojúṣòfin ṣe àkíyèsí wípé púpọ̀ nínú àwọn ìṣòro ọ̀hún ló dá lórí àwọn kùdìẹ̀kudiẹ àríyànjiyàn tó ń fojú hàn àti àwọn àgbékọjá àṣẹ àti pàápàá jùlọ àwọn iṣẹ́ ìtọ́nisọ́nà àti àwọn àyídáyídà tó rọ̀gbà yíká. Agbẹnusọ ilé ìgbìmọ̀ aṣojúṣòfin àpapọ̀ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí Fẹ́mi Gbàjàbíàmílà wòye wípé ní kíákíá lọ́wọ́ ní láti mójútó ètò ìrànlọ́wọ́ àti àlàáfíà tàwọn ènìyàn orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà tí wọ́n jìn sínú ọ̀fìn ogun Sudan. Dídìde sí àwọn lóòrèkóòrè àwọn ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀sùn tí kò ní ìdánilójú tó jẹ́ ojú ìṣáájú ìdájọ́ tí wọ́n jíṣẹ́ àwọn ìdájọ́ náà ní àwọn àjọ ilé ẹjọ́ ti orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. Àwọn ẹkùn ẹ̀ka ilé ìdájọ́ tí ó ń kọ́ni ní ìmọ̀ ẹ̀kọ́ ètò ìdájọ́ lórí òmìnira ẹ̀tọ́ àìṣe ojúṣàájú àti fún ti ìmọ̀ orísun ìdájọ́, ikọ̀ akọ̀ròyìn wa Ọlábọ̀dé Arẹwà tó mú ìròyìn wá sọ wípé adájọ́ àgbà lórílẹ̀-èdè yìí Olúkáyọ̀dé Ariwọlá sọ wípé adájọ́ àgbà náà lo àsìkò ètò náà képè fún àtúnṣe ìgbìmọ̀ àpapọ̀ tí kò ní fààyè gba ìwà ìbàjẹ́ láwùjọ ìdájọ́ ní orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. Tọ́ àsùnjì lórúkọ àṣálẹ́ ìní Gbénga Olóyèdè ń kí yín ire o.
Do you want the best in music for